Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephanie West, and this is my defense presentation for the viability of adaptation for California's endangered and protected species under conservation planning and the need to shift amid climate change. We are struggling with the loss of biodiversity at an alarming rate. It's more impactful now than it ever has been before. So to understand the loss of biodiversity and the importance thereof, we have implemented conservation planning and recovery strategies for endangered species that not only contribute to economic welfare, but have contributed to the ecological balance that is needed in the environment. So if the world was a stage, then there are many parts to be played. If Darwin's theory of biological evolution states that all species of organisms arise and develop through the natural selection of small, inherited variations that increase the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce, then why do we stunt evolutionary adaptation with conservation? Time has changed. Moving forward has created the need for adaptation. Species unable to adapt to climate change will inherently become and remain reliant on the strongest species to survive. Increasing the number of those species unable to sustain amid current and impending climatic changes will create a paradox in achieving self-sustaining population objectives required in California's conservation and recovery plans. Many of the endangered species are already exhibiting either positive or negative biological responses to climate change in the form of distributional range shifting or decreased reproductive or behavioral phenology. However, continual and consistent research needed to substantiate whether the appropriate extinction mitigation techniques are being utilized and to determine if the allocation and supplementation of resources for these species is exacerbating the survival of the species in the long run. Supplementation and resource allocations are crucial components in the survival of California's endangered and protected species. However, resources such as land, water, and food have become increasingly limited in availability and accessibility without the aid of people. Why do we want to increase the number of struggling species when climate change continues to limit the level of supply and demand? And the most viable survival method to date is to adapt and evolve with change. Though a paradox and a great loss to biodiversity in the short run, it is a substantial gain in the survival of many species, able to evolve and adapt amid climatic and environmental changes. Thank you.